Warrior, today video about suffering, okay? And I want to start saying that basically suffering is something that nobody can escape in this world. Literally nobody, okay? Now, what kind of suffering are you choosing to have? It's gonna depend on your goals, right? That's gonna depend on what you want to get out of this life. Because again, we take for granted that we only live once. And I feel like many people forget that. We only live once, okay? So it's basically now or never. It's now or never if you want to achieve certain stuff. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you about the two different sides of suffering. Look, everyone suffers. The one that has no money, because that person is fighting for food, is fighting to pay rent, is fighting to feed their kids. And the one that has a lot of money also suffers with money problems, responsibilities, dealing with power, dealing with huge decisions that are going to impact thousands of lives. Both have problems. Not only with money, with everything in life. Okay? Everything in life, you have certain problems. What about the person that is in shape? Okay? How can you suffer if you're in shape? Well, you suffer because of your daily training. You suffer because you need to say no to delicious foods at times. You suffer because you take your body to the limits doing vigorous exercise. Now, the suffering from somebody that is sedentary, not in shape, that has a belly, that is not part of his body or her body, is very different. The suffering that that person goes through and the problems is basically low self-esteem, low self-confidence, not being proud of who he is, of who she is, not feeling accomplished, basically not feeling present either, because I don't know about your situation, but I can imagine my warriors when they start the program, when they join the team, most of them are overweight, okay, or even obese. And from what they tell me, is that they look at themselves in the mirror and they literally cannot be staring at them. They need to look somewhere else, avoiding their own bodies, because they can handle it. To me, that's wild. How many millions of people in this planet are going through that suffering. Okay, how the heck are you going to prefer that suffering that you cannot even look at yourself in the mirror over being consistent with exercise and healthy nutrition? To me, it does not make any sense. It does, in the sense of I know it's tough, I know it requires effort and time, and it sucks. It sucks because the body hurts when you do it, right? This discomfort is, you start sweating, you feel hot, I get that. I get that. Okay, and that's the price you pay for all the benefits that having a healthy lifestyle gives you, right? Provides to you. But the other suffering literally has no. There is. I don't find like how people will put that over the other thing. To me, that's so limiting. And again, the life that you have, so limiting on the only life that we have. So limiting on how good you feel with yourself, the energy that you have, how you feel on the inside, your enthusiasm, how your relationships. If you cannot even stand yourself in front of the mirror, how the heck are you gonna be finding something beautiful in somebody else if you cannot find it in yourself? How do you even know what's valuable, what to find for, what to look for? Again, there is no way to escape. There is no way to escape. Okay, so again, this topic of the video is very easy. I want you to make a decision today. Okay, I don't want to tell you any theory, I don't want to tell you things to reflect on. I want you to make a decision. So tell me, what team are you going to go for? Team losers, the one that accepts the situation, that accept that, hey, I was always fat, I was always out of shape, I was always low in self-confidence, low in self-esteem. I've always liked chocolate. I've always hated exercise. And therefore, I'm gonna accept myself just like I am. I don't want to improve. And I'm gonna suck it up and live with it until the day I die. That's team losers. Team warriors, the winning team. Exercise hurts. It sucks. It makes me sweat. It makes me uncomfortable. Sacrificing certain foods so often sucks. Being consistent with movement, daily exercise, having a morning routine to look forward to every single day is tough. But, 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 I want that suffering. I want the suffering that is gonna lead to results that I dream about. I want sufferings that are gonna allow me to feel good with myself, to have great relationships, to be an example to my kids and the people around me. I want the suffering that I can be staring at myself in the mirror or taking pictures of myself for hours, feeling good, feeling proud, feeling like I wanna show the world who I am. That's Team Warriors. That's the winning team, okay? So make a decision today. I don't wanna make it much longer because you don't need more theory. You need to make a decision. Good thing is that in Team Warriors, you have guidance from somebody that lives it, hands-on, through experience, not through theory, through experience. I'm gonna guide you, I'm gonna hold your hand, and I'm gonna walk with you if you don't know how to do it. And look, there is no way to fail because where you're gonna enroll Team Warriors when you join is not a diet and an exercise program that I'm gonna send to you and then you figure it out. No. I'm working with you one-on-one. One-on-one. So there is literally no way to fail. Because I'm gonna be on top of you 24/7, making sure you're on track, making sure you're good, there's nothing to modify, there's nothing to change in your program, making sure you can sustain forever. Because that's the whole point. When you join Team Warriors, you change who you are on the inside. And that itself, over time as well, it's gonna be targeting your body. And after 3 months, they go together. You are building a stronger body because you're going to learn how to eat, and for your body, and you're going to exercise. You're going to introduce yourself to exercise. I'm going to tell you the program that you need to follow for your goals, and you're going to have a mindset part, which is going to be the one-on-one with me, the 24/7 availability that I have, the mindset that I put on you every day on my Instagram stories too, that I give you for free. But in this program, it's gonna be even more personalized. So we're gonna work on your case and we're gonna make you stronger mentally. So they go together for 3 months. This is what you have: mindset plus body. They go, they keep building, they keep building, they keep building. After 3 months, you're somebody different. Just like Cecilia, my warrior Cecilia, she's 59 years old. And she said in a video call that I actually have on my Instagram, if you wanna go to my profile, you're gonna see it. She says, I feel like a different person. 90 days, 3 months. 3 months. This is the video call that I had with her after she was done with the program. How do you feel, Cecilia? How do you feel after the program? I was expecting, yeah, I feel much better. I feel like I've lost the weight that I wanted. I feel much better when I see myself with certain clothes. No, she said, I feel like a different person. 60 years old. It took her 60 years to find a way to change her life and feel like a different person. And now she's thriving. Okay, so again, if you want to transform your life, just choose that suffering, okay? It's not that hard. It's not that hard when you have guidance, when you have somebody with you, when you join a team, a community, a group of winners. that want to just become better versions of themselves. It's really hard if you do it by yourself, but that's the whole point. Join the team, okay? I'll see you in the next one.